this is Cat's Diamond Painting. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you joined me here before. I'm here today to do a kind of casual unboxing of three, well, I was about to say recent purchases, but actually these all came out several months ago and they've been sat in my living room and I just haven't got around to taking a look at them yet, which I wanted to do on camera. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do today. They all came out in January, I believe, and as far as I'm aware, these are all currently out of stock. But you can sign up for notifications to find out when they come back in stock. And these are, if you have not already noticed, three paintings by one of, if not my absolute favourite artist that Diamond Art Club offers, Richard Lorenz. I have so many of these bird paintings and I love them. I'm working on one at the moment. I started a new one this month and it's just such a treat. Every single time I work on one, I have so much fun because I love the quirky birds. I love the message, the be the bird, celebrate all the quirks and all the differences. And I also just find them, practically speaking, very fun diamond paintings to work on because you usually have a bit of a colour blocky background and then you have all this fun colourful detail in the bird in the middle. And yeah, so as I said, this is going to be a kind of casual personal unboxing. If you're new here, then when I'm looking at paintings that I have bought myself, I tend to just look at them basically just how I would look at them if the camera wasn't rolling. That's what I'm going to do with you here today, which means I'm not going to go through all of the drills. I'm not going to go through all of the minute details like I would if, you know, this was something like a sneak peek showcasing a purchase. But I'm just going to have a look at them and bring you along with me. So I can't remember what order they came out in, but they were all quite clustered. It was like an expensive few weeks when I had to felt that I needed to buy every week, and then there haven't been any Richard Lorenz paintings in recent times, so I got a reprieve. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off all of the plastic coverings off camera and then just randomly come back with one of them for you, and then we will work our way through them. So be back soon. I'm back. So first up, I'm going to look at Perfect 2. This is the smallest of the three kits. This is what I would consider to be a medium-sized painting, 55.8 by 73.7 centimetres. It has got 56 colours, which includes one AB, one frosted diamond. Ooh, I haven't actually worked with frosted diamonds yet. They haven't come out in that many paintings, and I just haven't reached for any of the ones where I have them. They're like a kind of matte effect. I'll see if I can spot them through the drill bag, in case you're not familiar. And 4 fairy dust diamonds, so quite a few special drills. This one is lovely. I wouldn't say I have a favourite amongst these, but I am particularly drawn to the ones with more bright colour palettes, because obviously I am. I really love bright colours in my diamond paintings. I've been buying Richard Lorenz paintings since the first one, Family Circus, came out in, I reckon, it was about April 2022. And I worked on that one that year and I was just obsessed. And then since then, I haven't bought all of them, but I have definitely bought a lot of them. Not going to bother going through the toolkit. Most people have seen that already. If you do want to see what's in a Diamond Art Club toolkit, just check out one of my sneak peeks. But I am going to peer in here because we should have a treasure quest card. I got a gold in this one. A gold that's been sat there all that time. Well, that's exciting. Very rare to get a gold card for me. I have so bronze cards are the most common. I've got loads of those. And then silver I have the next most, and then gold the next most, and then black is the one I have the least. So they have kind of followed the pattern of how rare they're supposed to be for me. But yeah, exciting times. If you don't know what these are, I will just really briefly cover that off because that is something that's unique to Diamond Art Club that not everyone will know about. This website address here, diamondartclub.com/redeem, is going to explain all of it. They're an extra rewards program, so most kits contain a treasure quest card. They come in one of those 4 colours I just mentioned, and as you'll have seen from my reaction, a gold one like this is more rare than a silver or a bronze one, and then the blacks are like super cool, ultra rare. And you can use them to claim rewards. So this website will tell you about the different gift cards you can claim using them, or you can get a custom kit. I saved up and got a custom kit, which I'm working on at the moment. I'm loving. So I'm not really sure what's next for me. It may be that next time I have enough cards to claim something, I get a gift card, you know, maybe to use for something like Black Friday. Or maybe I'll come up with something else I want as a custom. I'm not sure. At the moment, I'm just excited to have them and save them in my little card wallet. And then here is the image again. Oh, it's so fun. I love this one. I do love his like coupley ones because they make me think of me and my husband, because it is this whole be the bird, be quirky, be yourself message. And that's why all of his bird characters have these really clear, distinct personalities coming through the artwork. And yeah, my husband and I, both a little bit weird. So yeah, just makes me think of us. Really nice colours. M666 will be the frosted drill, so we're going to look out for a red frosted drill. And yeah, only one AB. It's slightly unusual, but I suppose it's not. Like, most kits come with a lot of fairy dust drills these days, more so than others. Yeah, let's take a look. So, here's my drill bag. Can I spot anything? I think that's it. Oh, you're really not going to see that though. Hey Charlie. Charlie's just come to say hello. Charlie, don't be camera shy. Hello. This is my kitten Charlie. A lot of you know Charlie from my previous videos. He used to pop up in almost every video because he was like my little shadow when he was younger. Now he's still a mummy's boy, but you know, he's very busy and important now. He's a bit of a teenager. So he's not always glued to me to quite the same extent. And he's going through a bit of a spring molt, dropping fur everywhere. So it's possibly not ideal to have him here while I look at paintings anyway. Let me see if I can get that frosted drill without disrupting the whole sausage of drills. Okay. That is my best effort at showing you what a frosted drill looks like. They have this really cool matte effect. So a bit like fairy dust, they kind of, I feel like they're more for adding texture to the painting than accents per se. But as I said, I've not actually worked with any yet, so it will be fun to see them in use. And here is the painting. Okay. Oh, love them. You can see what I mean actually straight away, that the background does have quite a bit of blocking, and then you get into more detail in the middle. But I'm working on Ida's little flockers at the moment, and even the detailed bits, like, they're not super high confetti. You don't really come across that, or what I would consider super high confetti in Richard Lorenz kits. I'm wondering, of course, where that frosted drill goes. X is the symbol. It's looking over all these reds. Oh, it's that heart down there, and then these little bits going around the outside. I'm not sure what those are, just kind of swirls in the pattern, but it's cool, I think, to have it in that heart, to have that kind of stand out a little bit. The writing looks really clear as well, considering this is a fairly modest size. That's been done nicely. I think things like writing are often what decrees what size a painting is going to be, if you know, unless it gets dropped because it's just not possible to include. Oh, they are so adorable. I really like this one. I mean, as opposed to all my other Richard Lorenz's, which clearly I don't like. But yeah, this one's really fun. I love the brighter colours. I need to work on these more often. I always have this sense, I'm one of those people who, I struggle to use things up if I really like them. So with things that I really love, like particular artist paintings, I'm always a bit like, oh, but I don't want to work on them too quickly because then I won't have any more. But actually I have like probably 20 by this artist. And as far as we know, you know, the license is strong with DAC, and he's going to keep bringing out more. So yeah, I could easily afford to do 2 or 3 a year if I can just get to them. But yeah, it's so much fun. I love it. All right, let's move on and look at one of the others. Okay, next I'm going to look at Eleanor and Ethel. This one, out of the 3 of them, I would say is the one that I was maybe slightly less drawn to and really wanted, because I love the artist in general and I like to collect them a bit. Not that I don't like it, just I feel like this one's got a lot of brown going on. But as I said, I'm working on Ida's Little Flockers at the moment, and that again was one where I really liked it because I like them all, but it wasn't like top of my list of Richard Lorenz kits. But I'm really enjoying it, so yeah, no regrets. This one is bigger. It is 65 by 86.9 centimeters. These are all square drill kits, by the way, which most of them tend to be, and that suits me fine because I love me some square drill kits. And despite the fact this one looks like it's got a lot of brown, it has got 93 colors, which includes 1 AB and 5 fairy dust diamonds. So yeah, there you see again, only 1 AB, lots of fairy dust. But I have had very good experiences with Diamond Art Club's choice of special drills. I feel like they usually pitch it just right for my taste. So that is all good. Okay. What did I get this time? I'm sure I won't be lucky enough to have any of it. Ooh! I balanced everything on the chair next to me and it turned out to be more precarious than I thought. Yeah, I'm sure I won't be lucky enough to get anything other than bronze for the others, but that's okay. We've got our gold card. So yeah, there is a bronze. And let's have a look, because I'm intrigued by this one. And then there's a lot of more bright, fun details when you get into them. I guess what it is, when it comes down to it, is that the birds themselves are smaller. Like this one, I don't know which is which, but this one's quite skinny. So yeah, there's just a lot more background, but that will mean that it will go a bit quicker. Love that. And I love these little house details, very Dr. Seuss-like. That definitely drew me in. And it says totally buzzed beekeepers. I wonder if that's been rendered into the diamond painting. Loads and loads of browns and neutral tones for that background. But again, like I keep referring back to Ida's Little Flockers that I'm working on at the moment, but it's been moving so quickly because there's so much background. And I do that like that. I do appreciate a speedy finish, particularly when the kit itself is quite big and beastie. So I am not complaining. Okay. So that writing looked fairly small, but maybe that's why the painting is big, if they have rendered that in. Oops, that wasn't very smooth. Oh, there's some pretty colours though. Very different colour palette to the last one. I see an orange AB, I see a yellow fairy dust. There's like a kind of coral. I mean, it's a very red coral, but it's somewhere between pink and red. Fairy dust there. Don't think any others are jumping out at me. It's actually a really nice, pretty, kind of earthy colour palette. Like, you'd never guess necessarily that this was a Richard Lorenz painting just looking at this sausage of drills. But it's all good. And let's get it a little flatter. I'm definitely getting a lot speedier at diamond painting these days. Well, I'm not even sure that I'm diamond painting quicker. I'm spending a lot more time on it than I was a year or two ago. Because some days my back can cope with that, but it can't cope with much else, like standing to film and that kind of thing. So yeah, it's meaning that I'm less daunted by the kits that are coming in at a bigger size than I was at some points in the past. I've also just been working on getting past that because a lot of artwork that I love does need bigger sizes. And historically what I've done is I've bought them and then not got around to working on them. I'm just gonna let loose that bit of tension in the cover there because that's creating a little bit of a deeper crease than I want to leave in there. But It's actually really fun. I mean, I don't know why you sound surprised. Like I said, like when I said this is probably my least favourite of the three, that does not mean that I don't like the painting and I bought it for the sake of it or anything like that. I haven't bought every Richard Lorenz release that there's been. But yeah, if I had to rank these, it wouldn't have been my top of the three is all I'm saying. But looking at it, I like it a lot more because this background looks fun. This is like really nice and blocky, but a fair bit of colour changing still. So like the blocks aren't huge. They're not big enough to kind of get bored and think, oh, I don't want to do any more with that colour. And then they start in a kind of grey brown colour, and then you've got more like orangey browns, and then at the top you've got purples and kind of almost pinky tones coming in. And then the beekeepers themselves are really fun as well. Love the houses, as I said. I'm guessing that's why she's got these weird like bug eyes, because of the beekeeper thing. They both do actually. And yeah, the writing is there. It's not very clear. It kind of melts into the background a lot. But I'm guessing that's just, you know, being distracted by the symbols. If it wasn't going to be clear when it's done, I imagine they would have taken it out. And I see that the writing is in a fairy dust, so that automatically is going to make it stand out a bit more from the background because of that texture change. So that's cool. Oh, this is so fun. Oh, I cannot express to you how much I love these Richard Lorenz paintings. And he seems like a really nice guy too. He often comments in Diamond Art Club's Facebook group, and yeah, the whole thing just gives me happy vibes. So that is Eleanor and Ethel. I had to check the bottom and remind myself which order their names came in. But yeah, really fun. And then let's look at the last one. Okay, last up is Lost Again. And because it says again, and because I have one already called Lost Without You, I believe it is, I did wonder if this was a return of the characters from Lost Without You, but it doesn't seem to be. They do look different. So yeah, not sure what the again's doing. But this one is really fun. It's a similar size to Eleanor and Ethel. It's just the other dimension. This is a landscape style, not style. It's in landscape mode. Oh my goodness, words are hard. And this one has got 72 colours, which includes 3 ABs and 3 fairy dust diamonds. So yeah, again, more colourful to look at. Although Eleanor and Ethel did turn out to be a lot more colourful when I got into it. But fewer colours. Funny how that works out sometimes, isn't it? Oh. Oh, why can I not get into that box? Oh. That one was stiff. Okay. Last Treasure Quest card check. And it is, of course, a bronze, but that is okay. We already have a gold card. We are doing well. And actually, let's look at this first properly. So yeah, this one is really fun. I love this Sweethearts Forever. I don't know what they're going to have done with this writing down here because that's very small. I'll be impressed if they've managed to render that in. But these guys are so much fun. He looks to be like a pigeon or something. I suppose they're both supposed to be. It's just, yeah, I mean, they're quirky and different and slightly abstract, these birds. So if you're not very good at identifying animals like me, it's often hard to tell. But they look kind of pigeon-esque to me. But yeah, I'm not sure what the frog's doing. But hey, he's just come to join the party. And here are my labels. So this one has got 3 ABs. That's more than either of the others had. And 3 fairy dust. Really nice colours. Oh, I ripped it. Never mind, too eager to get in. So here's the colours. Actually, it doesn't look as colourful looking at this. But there are some bright colours popping through. That one there is a fairy dust. I think that looks to be a white AB down there. Not sure what else. I know I've just looked at the stickers, but that doesn't mean I remember anything from them. Right. Here we go. Okay, so we don't have the writing further down on this one. I did think that looked like it was just going to be too small. So it would be around here, but instead we just have like a panel of beige like background. But it's fine, like if you didn't know the writing was there, I don't think you'd look at this and think, because there are blocks in the background anyway. That one's maybe slightly bigger, but yeah, it doesn't look out of place. And your eye's still drawn more to the Sweethearts Forever up here, which is rendered. Oh, these guys are fun. A bit more going on in the background for this one. It's not quite as blocky. Will probably be slightly slower to work up. But I mean, there is still, you know, plenty that will go fairly smoothly. That butterfly looks gorgeous, really well done. And just like a little pop of confetti where there isn't too much intense confetti in this, I wouldn't say. The frog's going to be a little slower going. But the birds themselves, like this is the most detailed section, but it's not got too much going on. I don't know, I mean, I'm famously bad at judging these things, but I don't think there is too much. We shall see. But they are really, really adorable. Oh, I love these paintings so much. Let me know in the comments if you are similarly a Be the Bird fan, a member of, I don't know, are we members of the flock or do we have our own personal flocks? I think of them as my flock of diamond paintings. They are just perfect for diamond painting for me. You know, it's not necessarily, and I know this might be controversial because a lot of people have differing views on this. I don't diamond paint to make pieces of art for my walls. I don't have the biggest house. I don't have a ton of wall space. We already have things up that are meaningful to the whole family. I do have one diamond painting up, but there's not, I don't have any desire to kind of fill the walls with diamond paintings. And the crucial thing is the paintings that I get most excited about buying and working on, things like Richard Lorenz kits, are not necessarily things I would want on the walls. They don't necessarily fit the aesthetic of the whole house. They don't necessarily appeal to the other people who live here, my husband and son. So I do these purely for the enjoyment of diamond painting them. Do you know what? I've completely forgotten why I went off on that tangent. But yeah, just let me know if they are your cup of tea as well. I know I'm not alone because they tend to sell out really quickly when they get released. Yeah, they're just so much fun. Right, stop repeating yourself, cat. So that is it from me today. I've really enjoyed taking a look at these. Hope you have too. And if you have, as ever, I really appreciate it if you can drop a like on the video. And if you're not yet subscribed, I'd love to have you stick around. So please consider doing that too. I should be getting this video up the week that I am recording it. I'm not too sure what else I'll have at the moment. Because I have been in a little bit of a filming and work slump recently, which, yeah, I may do a whip and chat soon and talk about that, but we'll see. They're not my favourites, as you may know. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I will hopefully see you again soon. Bye-bye.